Have you ever talked to a missionary and the missionary tells you of their needs? Inevitably, their financial need is going to be one of the biggest things that they talk about. But you truly believe in what that missionary is doing. You feel so emboldened to help them. You want to help cover their expenses because they are the boots on the ground in these countries spreading the gospel. And you're not in a situation where you can go and do it yourself, so you want to help by giving. You rummage through your wallet and you discover you only have a $5 bill on you. It's just not in your budget right now to help give the missionary more than that $5 bill that you have. You might feel a little disappointed. You might feel that you're really not helping or doing enough for the kingdom. You want to do more and you don't know how to do it. You might sit in that discomfort for a while, thinking that you just didn't do enough, right? There's no way the little bit that you gave was enough, right? What if I told you that it was enough and that $5 really did make a difference? I want to show you today how it is important to give what you are able to give to the full extent that you can give. But before we jump into the video, I want to introduce myself. My name is Amanda, and I'm here to help you go on a mission trip. $5 can feel really, really trivial. I know how frustrating it feels when you want to give more. Gift giving is my number one love language. I often want to give more than what I have the means for, and I get so frustrated. But then I remember a little old man with 2 pineapples. Okay, it sounds a little weird, but let me tell you the story of this man in a foreign country. There was this little old man who lived in a shack. I was on a mission trip and we did this thing called elder care for this little man. This man had nothing but his shack and some garbage. He collected garbage from the local neighborhood because you can get paid in that area for throwing trash away. So he would collect all this garbage in his house and throw it away to just get measly pennies in order to survive. He had no family, he was completely alone, but he was a hard worker. And he was so grateful that we came to his house and offered him very basic medical care. And I mean basic as in we gave him ibuprofen and some Band-Aids. It was nothing crazy because he grew up in a culture where you don't let your visitors leave empty-handed. He went to his little tiny area of his house that's supposed to be a kitchen, and he comes back with these 2 small pineapples. And he said, "Here, take them." And we were like, "No, like you don't have any food. There's no other food in this house. This is your food. You don't have any money. You just told us that you don't have any money. You have to keep this." He insisted that we took it because he wanted to bless us. So we took these little pineapples. And we were in turn able to bring him more food, and it did work out because of the ministry I was with. But he had faith that he was going to be taken care of because of his 2 small pineapples that he gave us. Every time I feel like I'm not doing enough, I'm reminded of that man with the pineapples. You might only have $5 to give, but if you are giving out of your faith and out of joy and love, God honors that. And maybe you don't even have $5. Maybe you're sitting here and you're like, I don't have a job. I have no way of giving any money to a missionary. You can still help that missionary by sharing their cause, telling your friends and family about what they're doing, sharing their posts on social media, meeting up with people and expressing how passionate you are about this. More people can now pray for this individual as well as feel led to give to this individual and their mission and what they're doing. And that is what it looks like to give out of the abundance of your heart, not the abundance of your wallet, not the abundance of what you can do. It's not about the $1,000 donation or giving a missionary a free trip. It's all about giving out of the joy and abundance of your heart. And that's all that matters to God. He honored the old man with the pineapples, and he will honor what you give as long as you give out of the abundant joy of your heart. Thank you so much for watching this video. I love the community aspect of mission work. I love the idea that it's not just one person going on the trip. Maybe there's one physical person going, but there's an entire community of people behind them, supporting them on this trip. And you can be a part of that by simply just sharing what the missionary is doing to your friends and family. Obviously, if you can give monetarily, that is always welcomed. But beyond anything else, sharing and praying for the missionary is going to be something that helps them. And I'm passionate about that. Community is so important with mission work. So I enjoyed making this video and talking to you about a way that you can help give even when you don't have a lot to give. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you had a situation where you gave and it was honored or blessed, go ahead and write that in the comments below. I'd love to hear those stories and read more about the ways that God is blessing your lives. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.